All right, I'm trying again. So let's see what happens. Finally, am I back? Can you hear me fine? Like I said, on my end, everything looked perfect. Stream health was good. My preview was good. So I don't know what caused that. Well, hopefully somebody else will come back in. Because usually in studio, I can tell if I'm, pushing out a lot of buffering because it says no data. Well, this has been excellent the whole time, so I have no idea what caused it. I don't know where. I know Spectrum's in California, I believe, but it could be part. Huh, it's kind of weird. Well, let's see if anybody else shows up or if they've given up on me. And so the video's good and the sound is good. I'm hoping it is. But see now here, I don't. Where's my sound? Jeez. My audio mixer. There we go. Trying to get it all set back up again. So we got 2 in the house. Yay. We just doubled the number. Looks like I'm back. This must be probably Norris. Yeah, some of them aren't getting them for some reason. But we got another half hour, or I can go another hour. It doesn't matter. Whatever anybody wants to do. It's fine with me. And I just found out that you don't get any monetization in any videos less than 8 minutes, which I didn't know. So from now on, that was 22 minutes. So that should be okay. But I've got a bunch that are, 4, 5, 6 minutes. So from now on, they're going to be 8 minutes plus. You got to play the game. You got to play by the rules. HD, what are you doing? What are you doing down here? Huh? He's up under my chair now. Let's see. We're still waiting on people. Oh, I'm in the wrong window here. Bring this one back. My beard's separating tonight for some reason. Shouldn't. It's humid. So how's it going up in New York? We might as well chat while you're here. Got 3. Oh, we got another one. I wonder if that's Norris. That's just weird because I've never seen it do that before in a good, healthy stream. Okay, Norris says he can't get me back on. Huh. Try refreshing. Maybe he can't hear me either. Yes, I believe that's it. 3 months. Okay. I had a big lag when I first got this one back up again, but it seems to have sped up a little bit. And my stream still looks good. Hey, Naj, can you see me? Can you hear me? was having a little trouble earlier. All right, great, Norris. Thanks for stopping in. We were in the middle of a little bit of show and tell with some interesting photographs, and YouTube just cut me off, I guess, because I was still good on my end, but everybody that was watching couldn't get back and see it for some reason. So we'll wait on a few more people. We got 4 now. Hopefully some of them will come back. They said I was buffering like crazy and frozen, and on my end, like I said, it showed me as with an excellent connection and no buffering. So who knows? We'll just call it part 2. I was looking over on messages over in studio, which come up a little faster than they do here. How are you doing tonight, Naj? And where are you from? I'm sure I've seen you say it on Roy and Becky's stream, but I can't remember. We've got people from Texas and New York in here right now. And let's see, we don't have... It's just Texas and New York, even though it says we have 4 people in here. I wonder if it's counting me. Who knows? Sound and video still okay? I have no idea, Barbara, what that is. Like I said, my end just was perfect. And my preview was perfect. So I'm somewhere between here and there. I think it was going to South Florida. East Coast, West Coast. Did you get much rain or wind? It's headed our way now in southeast. Well, actually, it's going right up through the middle of the state through Raleigh. I'm down on the East Coast, so we'll get a little bit of rain, a little bit of wind. Nothing major. This is hurricane season, so. Actually, this was the first hurricane when it was coming out of Cuba. And it's the earliest, I think they said. So this could be a rough year. All right. Yep, but I forgot what the question was. That's okay, because I was reading over here. Well, let's continue on. We've got 5 in the house now. Let's continue on until more people get in here. Naj, we're doing show and tell on inventions, U.S. inventions, and the good, bad, and the ugly. And we looked at one. Oh, yes, lots of rain. Good. Well, if you needed it, that's good. We need it here. We were in a major drought. Then we had 6 inches of rain, which made it flooded for a lot of the roads. Then we had a lot of dry spell again, and now it's back to more rain. Yeah, that sounds kind of weird. Anyway, we're back. As long as I'm back for now. This is the Urban Window Baby Cage. I was reading this when YouTube decided to screw up. So Time magazine said this one was the 50 worst inventions. The urban baby cage was used in the 1930s to give infants plenty of fresh air. Doctors believed that this would boost youngsters' immune system and help them stay healthy. However, the health benefits may have been nullified by the obvious risk of dangling a baby several stories above the city street. So I don't think that cage looks very sturdy to me. Maybe I'm wrong, but it doesn't look very sturdy at all. What do you guys think? Oh, this next one's funny. I mean, the baby could come inside, but it just didn't look sturdy. And then, hmm, you know, with old buildings and rotten brick and mortar, I sure wouldn't trust it. Yeah, that was in the 30s, but in the 50s, the Times did it. Yeah, Sue, I'm not sure what happened. I was all good on my end. Everything looked good on my end. And it was, my feed was getting to YouTube, but I guess YouTube wasn't sending it out. So I'm back. We're getting ready to hit the third interesting photograph. Thanks for coming back in. I appreciate it. Hey, Shauna. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you saw me because I had a live stream started earlier and then it just crashed on YouTube's end, not my end. I spent a month and a half working on my computer to get it so it would work right. So I know it was good here. So it was YouTube HD. Glad you could make it. All right, let's get into this next one. I guess we're going to go a little bit longer if everybody's cool with that, to about 9:30. That'll give me a few minutes extra. I want to get through 10 if I can, but no telling. Tell me what you think these are used for. Kind of interesting if you ask me. Anybody got any ideas? I'm only 5 to 10 seconds lag, so that shouldn't be too bad. These are definitely interesting. Well, I appreciate you coming in. And I appreciate everybody that comes in. It's been a long road to get here. These are called the Siamese dancing shoes. That's what they're called. It says, ask the question, have you got two left feet? These Siamese dancing shoes, specifically designed for ballroom dancing, might fix the problem. They were featured in the spoof Better Living catalog in 1981, potentially as a joke to help couples stay in sync on the dance floor. Whether they were mastering the foxtrot or more likely tripping to the ground. I can believe that. More so. Oh, this next one is really funny. I'm hoping some of the people that were in before will show up. We got 7 in the house. Let's do a quick roll call. If you haven't said anything in the chat, please do so I know you're here. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button since I had to start over again here. We got 6 likes, which is great. 7 viewers. Well, maybe they cross it over, kind of do a crossover from shoe to shoe, maybe. I don't know. And that wasn't that long ago. So, that's a wacky invention in the 80s. No thanks. Oh, this next one is a really good one. Let me get down to my section I need to be in. And let me know what you think this is. Whoops. There we go. Take a close look at that. Some kind of meter, I think. Or a clock. Or is it something to weigh with? Hey, Norris. You did make it back, didn't you? Before? Yeah, you did. I'm glad you're still here. Anybody have any idea what that might be? Well, we can see it's what? The clothing looks what? 20s, 30s maybe? The hairdo is definitely 20s and 30s. That's a yodel meter. Yodel meter. Before the music world had auto-tune, there was the yodel meter. The device, photographed circa 1925, could measure the pitch of a singer's voice. Okay. Did you have to yodel in it or just normally sing? It doesn't really say. Well, we got people that are quick studies. Yep, that's what it was. 1920s. I'm going to get back here and check my lag by doing this to see how long it takes to show up over here. Oh, my lag's really bad now. About 12 seconds. That's not too bad. 12 or 13 seconds. 15 max. So that's not bad. All right, let's see. We're in number, whatever it is. I have a number over here. 4 of 30, but we're only going to do probably 10 tonight. And then I'll bring this back at a later date, along with the Japanese. You know, back then you had to stand still for photography. You couldn't be moving. All right, let's see what we got next. Let me know if this is interesting to you. Go to my community page. Let me know what you'd like to see. More show and tell or whatever. And I'm going to switch the picture before I bring it up this time. All right. Let me know what you think this one is. There we go. Looks like a park bench to me. So what do you think? Doesn't look very comfortable though. The guy looks like he's relaxing though, but he's got his feet off the ground. What it looks like material-wise is not what it's made of. So that gives you a hint to it. This is a rubber bumper. The first few decades of the 20th century were a dangerous time. Some years, car crash deaths surpassed 20,000 people and injuries were in the hundreds of thousands. Inventor A.J. Grafham tried to make things a little safer with this 1930s bumper, a sponge rubber seat that promised to protect pedestrians from injuries if they were hit by a speeding automobile. I mean, those automobiles back then could do 50 and 60 miles an hour. I don't think a sponge rubber seat is going to help you any. What do you think? I think I would stay on the sidewalk. Yeah, rubber baby buggy bumper. Wow. See, some of these inventions are kind of wild. Yeah, you could with it. You could push the car in front of you. But I don't think I would want to be standing in the street and get hit by a 30-mile-an-hour car with that bumper. I don't think. I know it would hurt. It would definitely leave a big mark. All right, this next one. Oh, this next one. Oof. You guys are going to love this one. Oh, not me, though. Because I definitely do need to shave. So, as long as we're talking about shaving, take a look at this. And what do you think that could possibly be? Torture chamber? It looks like it. Thank you, Shauna. Appreciate that. Shauna, do you want to be a moderator? Let me know. If you do, fine. If you don't, that's fine too. I've got 4 or 5. A couple in here tonight. So what do you think this thing is? Got 6 likes and 11 viewers. All right, we've got 5 viewers that are slacking. So hit that thumbs up button for me, please. It helps the analytics and it helps the channel. And let me know if you like or dislike this type of thing. But it keeps me off the screen for a little while. But you guys have a rest. Now this definitely looks like a torture device. Looks like they're strapped into a bench. I don't know what that guy on the left's doing. Anybody got any ideas? Ding, ding, ding. Naj gets it. Automatic shaver. No, thank you. No, thank you. This is a mass shaving machine. No longer confined to the factory floor, the assembly line hit the barbershop in the 19th century with the mass shaving machine. The unusual invention allows barbers to shave a dozen men simultaneously, allowing for efficiency. Yeah, right. Uh-huh. They used straight razors back then. So, you better not flinch. That is definitely not for me. Nope. I've got all this, and I don't think it would last through something like that. Let's see, what's the movie with Captain Sparrow, the barber and the shaver? I forgot what the name of it was, where he'd slit their throats and drop them into the basement. Then his friend would take the meat and grind it up and sell it. Yep. Nope. If you can't get the lather on straight, forget about that. All right. Does anybody mind if I go to 9:30? Let me know. Since we had that mess up in the middle. I sure can. Be more than happy to. And there you go. You should have it. Hey, crocheting around New Zealand. I didn't see you slip in on me there. Welcome. That's a new subscriber. I think she's here. I don't see her. Did she come in and go? Oh, she must have came in and just left. I don't know. 9:30 with you, Barbara? Okay. Is it good with everybody else? That way I can get through this set at least. Because it's 8:58 now. I don't know who's coming on live next because I'm not in that group anymore because I'm in North Carolina, so all my times are different. All right, let's go to this next one just to see what it is. Yes, welcome to the moderator group. I'm going to get some screens work. I'm working on screens for my moderators, for everybody else, and it just takes time to make. Plus, I'm working around here too during the day, so I don't have much time except at night. All right, let's see what this next thing is. Whoops, that's not right. Let me get back over here and see what happened. Why is that not right? Let me go find it. This is interesting. I don't know where it disappeared to. Oh, I see why. I clicked the wrong button. Sorry. I have, in my sources, I have about 5 folders for all these different pictures. All right, what do you think this is? I sort of knew what it was at first, but then I kind of looked at it and said, no, it can't be for that. You know, I mean, how lazy can you get? But, you know, they used to make spaghetti and it was like each spaghetti string was like 3 feet long. So this is called a spaghetti aid. Eating a bowl of pasta got much easier when the spaghetti aid was invented. It would wind spaghetti noodles around the fork in seconds. It's hard to imagine that this novelty invention had any staying power, but it returned to the market in recent years, complete with a battery-powered upgrade. Really? I just stick my fork down onto the plate and spin it against the plate. Some people pick it up and spin it against the spoon. You know, that's doesn't say what era this was, but by the suits, it looks like maybe 40s, 50s. Interesting. Oh, I like this next one. Automatic spaghetti twirler. Yep. Yep, that's what they did, Sue. Yeah, it's just amazing what people come up with. You know, and like the pet rock. Remember the pet rock? He sold millions of those, millions of pet rocks. You know, he went out and picked up rocks, put them in a box, and sold them. I wish I had thought of that. All right, the next one's kind of interesting. You got to take a close look at it because it's there's so much to it. You can't take it all in with just a quick glance. All right, what do you think this could possibly be? Wow. It's definitely interesting. Yeah, and now they sell painted rocks. Kind of interesting. Then you'd have to be that trumpet player, Satchmo. They used to call him Satch Mouth because he had such a big mouth. You need a big mouth to do that. Iris is right. That's a family bicycle. So you can take the whole family with you. All right, let's see what it says about this thing. The whole family could enjoy the pleasures of a bike ride with inventor Charles Steinloff. Steinloff's historical machine, which included spots for 2 people to pedal, 1 person to ride in front, and even a dedicated seat for a seamstress to continue her sewing work on the go. 4-person bicycles are still available today, but you might have to look far and wide for one that includes a sewing machine. So that, oh, I see the sewing machine now. Can you see it? She's right in the middle of the bike facing us. And you can see the Singer sewing machine with the foot pedal. I guess a mother's work is never done. That is wild. So the father and the son pedal, the daughter gets a free ride, and the mom keeps working. Okay. I don't think that would go over too well now. Yep, she does that, and she gets the breeze. Poor Junior there. That could be a bad spot. Whoops. Oh, this next one is terrible. Let me get back over here. I'm just going to go straight to this next. No, I'm going to come back for a second because I may go to part of the second set since we're going to 9:30 Eastern. Yeah, that they never let her rest, do they? Does anybody in here smoke cigarettes? I never have, never picked it up, which I'm thankful for. Yeah, she has to navigate, that's for sure. And the son has to, you know, his view never changes. Just checking my stream health, still good. That's a plus. All right, this next one, boy, I don't know. The reason I asked if anybody smoked was because this next one has to deal with smoking. It does. Mid 20th century, so that'd be 1950s, 1940s, 50s. So let's see what this is. I've never seen anything like it. Okay. I guess one's just not enough. Wow. I just can't believe that. Let's see, how many are there on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 cigarettes on there. Isn't that a whole pack? 20? I don't know, because I've never smoked and never bought any. So. All right, Naj. Like I say, we'll be going till 9:30. If you get a chance to come back or leave it running, either one would be fine. Now that has definitely changed smoking. It's called the chain smoker. Well, that sounds reasonable. If one cigarette didn't offer enough of a nicotine fix, smokers could inhale from 10 cigarettes at once. Yeah, but that shows 20 with this chain smoking device. Maybe only 10 are lit at a time and they got 10 more ready to go. The device might appall doctors today, but in the mid 20th century, physicians were proponents of smoking. Well, it's all advertising. When you read a shampoo bottle, what does it say on the back? it says to wash, rinse, repeat. That way you use twice as much shampoo, so you have to buy more shampoo sooner. If the first washing doesn't get your hair clean, then there's something wrong. It's all marketing. That's all it is. Here comes another interesting one. Let's see where I'm at here. All right, I'm at my first set, so I'll go into the second set, and then I'll adjust it for the next time I bring it up. All right, let's see. Again, I've been lucky. I've never picked up the habit. I don't drink coffee. Don't have any bad habits. Well, 2 out of 3 is not bad, as Meatloaf would say. All right, let's go on to our next one. I'm kind of looking around my thing here over to my sources panel. I may have to move that sources panel over where I can see it easier. All right. What do you think about this thing? Me neither. Got 6 likes and we have 10 in the room. Please hit that thumbs up button for me, please. The more thumbs up, the better. It helps with the analytics and the channel. So this, as you can see, is a bicycle-powered float. It's not a boat. It's got pontoons on it. I guess it'd be a bicycle-powered pontoon. HD's rattling around back here. What does this say? What does this say? Okay. I'm going to have to read this before I say it. It's called an amphibocycle. 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 Yeah, that's kind of cool, but it doesn't look too stable to me. You know, center of gravity is way up there. What it says is pesky lakes and rivers don't have to interrupt the carefree bliss of cycling in the early 1900s. This amphibocycle allowed them to keep going over water. Today's water bikes promise high performance, excellent balance capabilities, and maneuverabilities around tight turns. I don't think this one would make a very good tight turn, do you? Plus, I don't think it's going fast enough to turn, really. It's looks like it's pretty slow because I can't tell if it's a propeller on the back. It's got to be a propeller. I don't see a paddle wheel. That small circle, I guess, is where the belt goes down to the paddle wheel or the propeller. See the people over in that boat? They're looking at him like he's crazy. Oops, I just did something. I shouldn't press that button. All right. So, like I said, I'm going to go into the second set, and I'll adjust that later. So what did you think about that paddle boat? That's something, isn't it? It's amazing what people come up with. Oh, wow. Yeah, it was probably way ahead of its time then. All right, here we go. This one's kind of interesting. You know, they say the wheels on the bus go round and round. Well, take a look at this one. Now that's a wheel. I guess it's a uniwheel. I guess it's powered. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, it's powered. It's definitely powered. So that's a giant single wheel that's powered. from probably a gasoline engine. And I'm not sure why he's hanging out of it. Maybe that's to turn it. That's how you had to steer it. It's called a dynasphere. This was inspired by one of Leonardo da Vinci's fantastical ideas. British inventor John Purves created this mono-wheel vehicle in the early 30s. Wow, didn't realize that far back. Drivers could hit speeds up to 30 miles per hour, but may have gone head over heels if they tried to brake hard. I would say. Nowadays, shoppers can shell out thousands of dollars for a pedal-powered mono-wheel. It even glows in the dark. Yeah, it's a human hamster wheel, okay. Gas-powered, though. Not human-powered. But can you imagine hitting the brakes doing 30 miles an hour? I'm sure it has a friction clutch. It couldn't be direct drive, or I don't know. It doesn't say much. I'm sure you could go to the patent office and find that and look it up. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, jeez. This next one. I enjoy looking at these old pictures and seeing what they're actually doing. Because you look back and say, why did somebody invent that? It's kind of cool, but I don't know if I want to drive it. They recently they've been doing the single wheel, but it's a real thin wheel, and you sit inside of it. And I've seen a lot of them crash on YouTube videos. They get going, and then the wheel starts to flop, and that's all she wrote. That's probably true. Probably true. This one's kind of interesting. I don't know why you'd need it, but I guess it works. All right, Shannon, I appreciate it. This is looks like maybe the 60s. This is a deluxe hand scale. Housewives could clear out the measuring cups from their cupboard and use this deluxe hand scale for all their culinary needs in the 1950s. The plastic spoon could weigh whatever you put in it, using the scale in the middle of the handle. Most of today's hand scales are not for baking, but for travelers looking to avoid excess baggage fees when flying. Well, today, no, it's not for baking. It's for sale. She's weighing coffee by the looks. Looks like a coffee bag. Yeah, the scale is in the middle, so it must be hinged. So she's pouring coffee into the scoop at the end. Interesting. Well, I don't drink coffee, so it's neither here nor there for me. All right, I'm just keeping an eye on the time. It's 9:17. We'll go to 9:30, and wherever I get to, then I'll modify. My favorite word, modify the sets. And I'm not sure what's coming up next week. Like I say, I may start doing twice a week. Maybe Monday and Wednesday. I'm not sure yet. I've got to keep my hours up because, like I say, in February I'm going to lose 900 in 1 week for drop off, for fall off. So I've got 2-3 months coming up where It's very low, so I'm going to be busting butt to get stuff. HD, what are you doing? True. What's up, HD? He's got his nose right here. He's got an itchy skin lately, so I've got to make up a spray for him tomorrow. Try and take care of that. Old boy's getting old. He's older than I am now. Isn't that right, bud, huh? He's had his dinner. He's had his treat. I'll take him out one more time tonight, and I'll call it a night. Maggie, I've been monetized. I'm monetized now. I've got 4,036 hours, I think it is, and my perks have been approved, and all my other stuff has been approved. So I'm fully monetized right now. I just have to keep my hours up, so that's why I'm going to be doing a little more. I made a whole 24 cents on one of my videos. I think it was an hour and a half video. No, an hour video. It made 24 cents. So, it takes a lot of those. All right, to the next one. We got 11 in the house. I'm going to check thumbs up. I'm hoping to see 11. No, we only got 7. Come on now, you can do better than that. I need 3 more. 3 more thumbs up. Whoever isn't hitting the thumbs up, please do so. All right, let's look at this next thing. You're not going to have any idea what this is. I didn't when I first looked at it. I'm going to wait a minute and let you guys. Maggie, not right away. They don't. But after a certain amount of time, which they didn't really specify, to me it gave the impression of 30 days, they would take it away. And then I think they said you had to wait a specific amount of time before you could get it back again. So I don't want to drop below that 4K. I'm running my playlists on a tablet and another phone and using NordVPN on different IPs. That's going to help, hopefully. All right. To me, this looks like a mess. Looks like he's holding a suitcase and looks like everything's falling out of it. Anybody got any ideas what this might be? Kim, that's a good guess. But no, he's actually demonstrating the suitcase. Nope. Everything's falling out. It's not going in, Iris. Not really. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give that about a 3 guess. I didn't know what it was till I read it. It's an anti-bandit briefcase. Anti-bandit briefcase, or anti-crook briefcase. This anti-bandit bag would release its content all over the ground if a thief tried to steal it. It was perhaps a less frightening theft deterrent than a similar bag of the time, which would release a smoking chemical vapor if someone had tried to snatch it. So if somebody tries to grab it, I guess he pushes a button and everything falls out the bottom and they run off with just the briefcase. Kind of an interesting idea. But then you got to pick up the mess. I think we got time for 1 or 2 more. And if anybody hasn't been watching my playlists, and if you would like to support the channel, please just go ahead and run them. I've reshuffled them so they're a little bit bigger. And I have one big one that's 22 hours long, which I'm going to break apart. That's a little bit too long. So that's kind of interesting. Okay. Oh, this next one's frightening. So we're waiting on this tropical depression to show up, which would be starting tonight or tomorrow morning around 2 a.m. and go through Thursday, and then Friday should be some leftover bands, and it doesn't look like it's 100% clearing up until Wednesday of next week, with 30 and 40% chance of rain throughout the week. I should have had that ready and brought up the radar. I didn't think about that. Oh well. All right. Tell me what you think of this thing. This is kind of scary. Oh no. I can't find it in my list. Why can't I find that in my list? Oh. Should be in number 2. Let me go scrolling through here and see if I can find it. South of me today had, which is Carolina Beach area, which is probably 8 miles. They got hammered by major thunderstorms for about 2 hours. Well, I just happen to know what this is, even though I don't have the write-up for some reason on it. I don't know what happened to the write-up. So what do you think it is? Margie's correct. This is a bulletproof test. I don't know if I want to be the guy back there. Whoops. That wasn't supposed to happen, but it did. So we'll just go right to the next one. And I can't find that one either. That's kind of weird. Oh, those weren't even supposed to be up there. That's why. Boy, these buttons are messing up. Ah. All right, that's the one supposed to be up. All right, I'm back to where I'm supposed to be. Like I said, I've got all my folders on the left, and I couldn't see them. Forget those ice skates. That's next time. This is the one you need to look at. Those tires must be hot. I think I'm on that one, am I not? Yes. I had to go check. Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't want to be the guy behind there. No, thank you. You shoot it 8 or 10 times, maybe I'll get back there after that. Glow in the dark tires, close. No, but not quite. Almost. These tires were made by Goodyear. Those are cool, aren't they? These are illuminated tires, so they're actually lit up on the inside. Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company wanted to add flair to the cars across America, so they outfitted the tires with 18 internal light bulbs. Despite being well received, the flashy tires were too costly and impractical to produce on a large scale. However, a set was installed on the Golden Sierra II, a concept car from 1954. The car was restored to all its futuristic glory in 2019, complete with a new set of 4 glowing tires from Goodyear. Well, see, you didn't need to have your headlights on, when you're walking around the car. Yep. 1960s, I think it said. Well, maybe it was 54 when they did the concept car. All right, let me get back here. No, I think we're going to call that here because we've got about 2 minutes left. I want to thank everybody for coming in. I appreciate it. And let me check over here. Okay, we've got 9 likes, 10 in the house. We're getting close. We got 1 person holding out. Hey, Laura the Explorer. We're doing some show and tell on some weird stuff like this. Trying to guess what it is, and then I tell you what it is. But we're getting ready to knock off here in a minute or so. I usually go on at 8 o'clock every Wednesday, and I'm adding another. I don't know about having the perfect storytelling voice, but let me get back over here. Anyway, hey, Weekend RVing. I know I came in late to your live this morning, so you're coming late to mine. We're even. You'll have to go back and watch because all these crazy inventions and stuff we've done tonight. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do next Wednesday. I might go back to the Japanese inventions because they were received pretty well. And there's some wild and wacky stuff. Some scary stuff, too. So I'm going to close this down. I appreciate everybody coming in. Again, Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. It echoes now. Oh, I see why. Let me turn that off for some reason. Let's check it now. Is that better? For some reason, an auxiliary mic popped up. It may have been on the camera. Who knows? So, let me know if that sounds better because I've turned off that second mic. I don't know where it came from. Oh, yeah, I forgot she was having that tonight. Hope everything went well. I can't carry a tune in a bucket, so you won't catch me up on stage. I don't care how many drinks I might have, you still wouldn't catch me up on stage. Yeah, I guess it is sort of a what is it game. I have a video where I did another type where I took the image and swirled it and then slowly unswirled it, and people were guessing. I had a few people like that too. I'm trying to find the niche, Thank you, Laura. Appreciate it. Trying to find the niche, because everybody has their own little niche and things they do. I really don't want to do something else, something that somebody else does. So I'm trying to get this going. I'm finally becoming a little more comfortable on live now that I got the computer running the way it should, and hopefully, knock on wood, none of those problems that I used to have. Fake Freedom is Barbara from New York. Weekend RVing is James and Millie. They're in Oklahoma. You said you were going to go driving somewhere. Are you taking your camper, or is it just a short trip? Weekend RVing. Well, as long as everybody's talking, we'll keep going. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's been a long haul, but finally made it with a lot of help from a lot of channels. Weekend RVing, Fake Freedom, Norse Dabney, a whole list, which I got to update my list. And I'm working on some videos for the other stuff. My perks have been approved. I modify them and had to get them reapproved. So they've been approved now. So for anybody that's joining the channel, I've got enough of this stuff for about 3 or 4 weeks, and I'm going to keep doing some more stuff, some new ideas. Go to my community page on my YouTube channel if you've got any ideas or things you'd like to see. Oh no. Did you make it home okay? You're going to buy a house. Is that going to be your base? Yeah, the baby hanging out 7 stories above the concrete road street in a little cage. No thanks. I wouldn't want to be doing that either. So anybody got any questions, comments, or suggestions? I'll take them all, because I'm always trying to make my channel isn't, one of those big bells and whistles channel. It's kind of just a laid back, welcome to the house type channel. Come on in, have a seat. That type of channel. No pressure. No big promotions and all that good stuff. But I am working on a commercial for me. Oh, if you do watch any of my videos, please let the commercials run all the way through, because that's how the algorithm works. Looks for that. Well, cool. And I forgot what city you were in, but you don't have to tell me. I know it's Oklahoma. A friend of mine from Northern California, him and his son, and the bus they built, shuttle bus, are in the panhandle of Kansas? Oklahoma? I don't know, I can't remember, but they're out there somewhere. HD's about the same. He's developed some kind of dry skin, so I'm going to get some stuff for him tomorrow. So he's scratching a lot. I have to use a butt sling to help him get outside so he can go to the bathroom. And of course, he's got his wheels, but he can't. He can pee in his wheels, but he can't poop when he's got the wheels on. So right now, he's dragging himself around the house. He's dragging his rear end. So I'm going to get, those buffing pads, stick one on his butt so he can clean the floor as he's going. Save me some time. No, I'm not. I'm only kidding. So in October, for the people that are still in here, I'm going to be heading to Arizona, Quartzsite. I should get there about the middle of October. I think I'm going to take Route 20 because I saw a lot of stuff last year when I went out, and I was just in a hurry to get there. So this year I'm going to take my time, get some content. I've got a page and a half of stuff here in Wilmington that I want to do for content, and I'm going to start getting out there now. My old beater pickup truck, I had to replace a couple sensors in it, and it wasn't running right, so that's why I haven't been out and done it yet, but I will. I've got that video I'm working on for the shower curtain for my swinging doors on my shuttle, how to make that into a shower, what do you call it? Shower room, I guess. So I've got a couple things to do on that, and then I can finish up that video. If you saw the video of the fireworks here in the neighborhood, some of those big ones are going off at treetop level. Luckily, we had some rain, so it wasn't so bad. So any questions on the shuttle, on the channel, on HD, on Grunt or Wally? I'm going to do a video on them too, because they do what's called trick or treat. When I'm in the room, they'll come to the door and bump the door with their nose after they eat. And so I open the door and give them some treats. And then I close the bag and say, that's it. And they leave. They're not dummies. They know how to get those treats. I replaced the throttle position sensor. Didn't help a whole lot, but helped some. And I cleaned the mass airflow sensor, and that helped a little bit. So now I'm going to take it down, get it put on the computer, and see what else I've got to fix. It's 21 years old, so it's got about 160,000 on it, but it runs, well, it was running perfect, and it's a 5-speed. I hate a standard. First, they're a quarter of the cost to get fixed if it's a 4 or 5-speed. And like Dodge, they're notorious for bad transmissions in the consumer end trucks, maybe not so much in the commercial end. So I found a Dodge with a 5-speed in it, but I mailed this guy several times and hasn't gotten back to me. It's either sold or he doesn't want to sell it anymore. So we'll see. I'm looking because I do want to get rid of the S10 because it's just too small. Okay, HD, you can hear him rattling his bowl over here. He wants some water. I'll be getting him some water in a few minutes. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. He just ate, so he's ready for he's staring at me. Get me some water. He'll be okay for a few minutes. So anybody doing anything fun, I think I'm going to go to Fort Fisher first. It's a Civil War battle site and museum. Then I want to hit up the USS North Carolina, which is moored here, battleship. I want to do the aquarium. No, Barbara, it's fuel injected. So it's got an ECU on it, so that could be messed up. Who knows? I hope not. But I got to put it on the computer and see what's up with it. Let's see. I've got an aquarium, a big aquarium here. Also have the ferry, which I think I may go do a trip down to the ferry, come across on that. That'd be interesting to watch. I've lost my gimbal. I started cleaning out the bus and I put my gimbal somewhere and I cannot find it to save my life. I've looked in every box I've got, the closet, under the bed, back in the shuttle. It's here somewhere. I just can't find it. I've got, some things in the bus, some things here in the room. So, we also have a zoo here. So I've been to that once. I'll go to that. Yeah, but he can't keep himself up on his back legs. He just kind of falls over. All right, hang on just 1 second if you would. Sorry about that. I had a cough coming on. Yeah, he's got some scrapes on him because there's 3 steps going from the kitchen through the laundry room and outside. And when I don't have the sling, I grab his hindquarters and lower him down. Well, he likes to come and run and jump still. So I'm catching him in midair, even though he's having fun. It's nerve-wracking. But at this point, he is going back to Arizona desert. Yeah, we have 3 beaches. We have Wrightsville Beach, which is the rich beach. We have Carolina Beach, which is the party beach. And we have Curry Beach, which is the laid-back beach. And if you go past Carolina and Curry Beach, then you get down to Fort Fisher, where the ferry is. Well, we might as well go for 15 more minutes and make it an even whatever. without that mess up in the middle. Yes, HD, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. He's moving his bowl around with his nose, saying, "I want some water." You be okay for another 15 minutes. He's giving me that look. You know, cats don't have facial, what's the word I'm looking for? Facial movement like a dog does. You know, their eyebrows go up and down, they smile, their ears go up and down. You know, you can tell when they're happy, when they're not. He still gets in trouble at 10 years old. And I'll look at him and say, "Did you do this?" And he'll put his ears down and look at me. Didn't mean to. But he gets away with murder. Literally. If he could catch a squirrel. Can't catch a squirrel anymore. He's come close. Back when he could run. Even Steven. Okay. Something I said. Not sure what it was, but 10 p.m. Oh, okay, yeah, 10 p.m. 16 minutes. 10 p.m. here, and that's 7 p.m. on the East Coast. I'm in the West Coast. Let's see, we got, still says we have 11, so some people must be letting it run, which is great. And guess what? Thank you, everybody. We have 11 likes. I like that. So that's what the Even Steven is for. Yay. Now we're back down to 10, so that's okay. So, 2 people like my voice. I don't know why, but they do. Well, maybe a little bit. But facial expressions on a dog are almost human-like. Oh, I'm glad I didn't get to that next picture. It was kind of weird. We'll get it next time. So again, Wednesdays at 8. I'm thinking about doing Mondays also. I was doing three nights a week when I was out in the desert, which I may go back to when I get out there because I have a lot more time on my hands out there. So I can't wait to get back out. Well, you heard that. Yes, I hear you. Pretty soon he's going to bring it to me. When he can't wait any longer, he's going to just grab it and come over here. So, James and Millie, are you going to be able to get out to Arizona this fall? I'll try to keep up. Barbara, did you get your second video up? I haven't gotten the notification yet. I'm waiting. So I'm trying not getting dead space here, but I'm running out of things to say with 13 minutes to go. That's terrible. All right. Since we're doing this, let's bring one more picture just for the heck of it. How about that? And we'll see. Well, this one's pretty simple. There we go. Now you can tell that is what, 20s, 30s? Just by the clothes. Is that a head up on top of that thing? Well, I hope you do. Hope you're able to at least come out for a couple weeks. If not, we may all have to get on the road and come to Oklahoma. So what is this thing? What are you seeing here? This is the kind of stuff we've been doing all night. All right, thank you, Sue. I appreciate you coming in and hope to see you next time. And I'll see if I can catch your next live. Like I say, during the day, I'm usually in and out all day long, so I don't get a chance to catch up with everybody. You don't like StreamYard? I thought StreamYard was pretty simple. All right. Since you're having trouble with StreamYard and OBS, what's the other one? OBS Stream Lab. OBS Stream Lab. It's similar to OBS, but it's another company that's doing it, and that's freeware also. OBS Stream Lab. All right. This is called the Golf Robot. You see the guy's little head up there? I don't see golf clubs connected to it, so it must just be a demonstration. Golf teacher, yep. The robot taught the art of the perfect swing to golfers in the 1920s. While this one probably had limited capabilities, a modern golf robot named after Tiger Woods scored a hole-in-one at a PGA event in 2016. You don't have to hitchhike. I got room in the shuttle bus. You just have to sit with HD, that's all. So that's a golf robot. Interesting. Let me get back over here. I got to show you the next one. I definitely got to show you the next one, because the next one's really funny. Like I say, I got a 21-foot shuttle bus. It's just me and HD. Like I say, you'll have to sit with HD because there's no passenger seat. That's HD's bed. But I have zero gravity chair. I got a nice beach chair now. Let's see what else. Yeah, so there's plenty of room. All right, this next, I got to show you this next one because it's funny. See if you can guess what it's. I hear you, HD. What it's supposed to do. I'm seeing how long my lag is. Waiting. Did I switch it? Yeah, I switched it. There it goes. It's still not bad. So what do you think this thing is? I know it's a pair of goggles. I just upgraded mine, a couple years ago. And for the last couple months, it's just been messing up big time. I couldn't get a stream to go through without any buffering or anything else. In the last 2 or 3, it's been zero problems on this end on my end on YouTube. Well, so does HD, so keep the goggles dry. Not so much that. Close though. Well, yeah, it does kind of keep them dry, but yeah, they're coming out with Windows 11, and they're going to force you. I didn't have Windows 10 until I got this computer, and it had Windows 10 on it. I didn't want to upgrade, but you couldn't buy one without it. So they're forcing you to do it. And then they put out these upgrades, and you pay for the next one, and then you do all the finding the bugs for Microsoft. Goggle wipers, yes. But look at the top, right between them. They're wind powered. Rain goggles for race drivers. Windows wipers didn't just belong on race car windshields in the 30s. They also came on a special rain goggle that drivers would wear in open cars without windshields. A chintzy plastic version of this invention is available on Amazon today. Yeah, you need, the more memory you have, the better. This computer has 32 gigs of memory in it. So, because I do a lot of graphics, so you need that extra memory. So those were rain goggles. And they were wind powered. They had that little propeller right up in the middle. So as the propeller twirled, the wipers went back and forth. I mean, that's a great idea. I'm looking at this next one. Ooh, this is even earlier. All right, we've got time for one more, I think. That way I won't run out of things to say. And this one's wild. Looks like a Model A or a Model T. I'm not sure which. I can't tell the difference. That's a big prop on the back of that thing. So it must be an air-powered car. It looks like they're in snow. Got jackets on. It looks like snow. But let me tell you, if you weren't paying attention and that thing's running, that could cut you in half. Then quarter you. And then spit you out the back. Wow. Back then, they didn't have the safety protocols we have nowadays because they knew better than to walk into it. This is an air drive system. This fan powered car might have made I can't talk now. This fan powered car might have made more of a splash today than in the 1910s. Considering the worries about climate change, this early invention may have inspired the compressed air powered car that was featured in Shark Tank in 2015. And that air powered car that was designed in France. I watched a few videos on that. It's pretty cool, very slow, and won't take you very far. So this is an air drive car. Today you'd have to have seat belts, windshield, a big cage around that thing, bigger brakes on it, lights, the whole works, if you tried to do that today. Yes, Iris, I think that's an early version, except with wheels. Now down in Texas, Port O'Connor, Texas, they have the flat bottom airboats, and they run headers on them. And they get up at 4:30, 5 o'clock, crank those things up when I was down there to go out fishing. And those headers just, man, were loud. I don't see why they couldn't put a muffler on it, just to make it a little quieter. But they didn't. So let me get back here, and we're counting down now. 3 minutes. And again, I appreciate everyone for being here. I appreciate everybody that helped me get up over that 4K. And I appreciate everybody sticking it out. I was about to give up on it a couple times. Because it's amazing, one day I'll be 4,030. Next day I'll be 4,006. And I go back and look, and it's not 30. hours to drop off is like 10. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't think they'd get too close because you could probably barely see that thing spinning if it's spinning fast enough. And there's no signs, you'd have to have a sign on the cage that says, do not stick your hand in the cage. That's what it's become to nowadays. Don't drink the antifreeze. Here's your sign. So, I missed a good one right there. We'll get that next time. I like that one. So I think next week we'll do the Japanese inventions because they were funny, scary. Some of them were funny, scary. All right, let me see. We just got about a minute. So again, I appreciate everybody. 8 p.m. next Wednesday. I'm not going to do it Monday, I don't think, unless I do a pop-up maybe. I might. Never can tell, so keep an eye on your notifications. Make sure you've got that bell clicked so you'll get my notifications when I do a video or live. And I'll see everybody Wednesday, and hope, again, I keep a nice green stream, which means it's running perfect. All right, everybody have a good night, and a good weekend, because I'll see you next week. All right, I'm shutting down, and we'll see what happens. Well, thank you. Yeah, I thought about it, but I decided not to. All right, have a good one. Again, thanks everybody for coming in.